Okay, guys, we're going live on YouTube, Bureau HQ YouTube channel. Welcome all members to Sunday evening training session with Bureau HQ. Just to let you know, guys, that we are live on the Bureau HQ YouTube channel. So we're getting members watching us from there as well. Okay, welcome to the tonight's call. Hope you're having a super weekend. Good to see you guys here. Now that we've gone live, we should start getting people coming from Discord at 2. We get a notification on there that we've gone live. You'd just like to make yourself comfortable, guys. Get ready for this evening's epic training call. I've got quite a lot to go through this evening. Limsrock, great to see you on board. Diaclana, welcome. If you'd like to just put in the chat box, entirely up to you. Just let us know where you're calling in from this evening. It'd be great to know. No particular reason. It's just great to know where we're helping members out. And we should have quite a few in tonight, Leon. I've had a lot of people asking for help. And because I'm out here on my hollybobs, I've said, please come to the training. Because I want to try and enjoy my time out here as well. And, section my time off for training, just keep it to a set time. I mean, we have some beautiful African sunsets that we can see from the rock here. And I've missed that because of the training. So I'm hoping to get that session in this week. I'm hoping to record it because it is wonderful. Watching the sunset over Africa is amazing from the rock. So I want to try and get that in 4K quality video at some point this week.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, it is, man. Seriously, I love it out here. I think we've got another 10 days. So, yeah, I'm loving it. Loving it.
I'm happy for you, buddy. I'm happy that you're enjoying that and you get the opportunity to do that. You know what I mean? And that's what's about.
It's not often that I say it, Leon, but I do deserve it, and so does Buddykins. We've worked really hard for this, and we're reaping what we sow.
Yeah.
And I want to reflect this off onto other members as well, because it's important to enjoy the result of your work. I feel, if you don't enjoy the result of your work, what's the point in doing all the work? That's the way I see it.
The thing is that everything we do is energy, but everything that we come to enjoy energy is the matter form, which is money, which is vacation, which is seeing the fruits of your labor. That's without doing that, we get frustrated and we get exhausted because everything we do, we expect a return for it. That's the feedback that what you do was successful. That feedback is the rewards. If you get in a money form, then you could convert it into any of your desires. But if you just get it for pleasure, you can't convert that. Can't nobody taking pleasure in the store. You know what I mean? Like, so
you know what, Leon? Before we went live, let these members in, we was just discussing about the family of monkeys up the rock, yeah. And what you've described there, I actually witnessed this 3 days ago, yeah. There was a baby monkey, and I'm not joking, he must be only a couple of months old, real tiny little sweet thing he was, yeah. And he wouldn't do anything for the the viewers, the people that were watching, yeah. He was just messing about, jumping on the minibuses and all over the place, yeah, until one person offered a reward, and that reward was a piece of fruit. Okay, now that baby, even though he must have only been 2 or 3 months old, would do anything for that piece of fruit. Yeah.
Yep.
Now it just goes to show what you've just said. Anything is worth it for that reward. Absolutely. Even in the monkey world, in that environment, I witnessed exactly what you said, and it is true. You will do things if you can experience the reward and acknowledge the reward, then the work towards it is more worthwhile.
You got it. Yep.
Amazing. It's amazing when you can symbolically put things together of what you're witnessing in the outer world into your inner life, you know, and make use of it. It's
Yep.
actually acknowledging and making use of it that makes the difference, I think.
The things that you just discovered there, everything outside of the human species does that. A plant will strive to get more life, to grow, go up the sun, go up the water. A bird will do things like that. Everything outside of the human species, because they are programmed to do that. They have instinct. They are programmed what to make them survive. A dog would know that his enemies from his friends, and he'll go up to his friends and protect himself from his enemies. But as human being, we got relational consciousness. We got to think to choose those things. And a lot of us do not think. So we put that price onto somebody else's shoulder to make us stay alive. Because we put that burden to somebody else by want somebody else to think for us. But when you decide, when you're thinking, when you engage your thinking, you increase the same process for you, because we don't have instinct to do that for us. Based on our value system, our conscience is going to weigh things left or right based on what value system we provide for ourselves. And a lot of us provide value system that's being taught by others, and looking at it from an other person point of view, then you can't measure it yourself if you use it from an other person point of view. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different things that we, as a human, we have to learn to think. But thinking is our currency for life. Without our ability to think, you got to depend on somebody else to pass the buck onto somebody else thinking for us. You know?
It's been a really educational experience out here over the last week and a half, because, you know, it's all right coming to Gibraltar and enjoying all the tourism and the tax-free whiskey and, you know, alcohol. And I don't drink, actually, but, you know, a lot of people do, and they enjoy all that. But I don't take any interest in that. When you go up the rock and live with the nature, you know, and the macaques, and go in their environment, it changes the whole psyche of your brain and how it works and how you come to their level. It really strips away society. It strips away all that conditioning of the outer model, if you like, that we've all been accustomed to, and it brings us down to earth, you know. I know a lot of people ask me, why am I called barefoot? That's exactly why. I like grounding myself and coming back to nature, coming back to the bare essentials in order to experience the reality of why we're here and what's happening, you know. And this has really given us that experience, that time to come back to nature and feel it for what it is. Sorry, Leon, I'm just watching, making sure people are coming in.
Yeah. Like most of my articles, I mentioned that I use the objective moral law of life. What I'm saying is that I use in what reality provides from us, nature, how nature function, and that I use that as a measuring stone how to measure what's success and what is failure. That's what I mean by objective moral law of life. Because life provides those things for us. But as human beings, I say we gotta create our own value for ourselves and then strive to create our own life for ourselves, which is our own character and our own value. Without we having a value for ourselves and going after it, we wouldn't do anything. We wouldn't do anything. I mean, most of the time we end up destroying ourselves, because a lot of things around us is not for us to succeed and grow, but to take away from us, because it's about taking control of our mind. In a lot of places we look, that's what they're trying to do. And a lot of forces around us is control our mind and make us become avatar or robots to fulfill their will or somebody else's will, not our own will. And a lot of different systems provide that kind of thinking for us.
That's right. That's right. Okay, guys, everybody that's just entering the rooms, please don't think you're missing the show. This is just me and Coach Leon having a little bit of a natter before the meeting starts. So don't think you're missing anything, but you're more than welcome to listen in. It's all good stuff. We're just waiting for members to join the call. They're coming in thick and fast at the moment, so just bear with us, guys. Nobody's missing anything yet. We are 2 minutes after 8 o'clock, so we will get on shortly. Private Buddykins is in the back office sharing it with all the Telegram groups and Discord groups, telling everybody that we're live now. So thank you for that, Buddykins. Great to see some names on here. Justina, Pam, welcome. Thocko, Patricia, excellent to see you all here. Angelina, Annette Federhan, welcome. And it's great to see you guys here. You know, like I say, week after week, I got a great show for you tonight, guys. You know, there's some good questions here. And the very fact that you've turned up week after week strengthens, and you know, it strengthens the foundation of what I'm going to teach people and show them. It's not proving that, you know, what we talk about within the Bureau HQ is absolutely correct. You guys are actually helping us to help other people. Okay, well done, Buddykins. Keep sending them in. I'll allow them into the room. This is great, this, guys. Buddykins is running around the internet. She's going from galaxy to galaxy, sending them our way, and we're opening the mothership doors and we're letting them in, aren't we, Leon?
Yep. That's it working.
Great to see members joining up. Okay, so just start off. We won't start the meeting just yet, but I'll just cover a few things because we've still got members popping in as we're talking. But I've had quite a few members messaging me over the last few days. Now, bearing in mind, guys, General Kev, Private Buddykins are on their holidays, believe it or not, yeah? But we still put our time away aside to try and help you guys and for us to keep it, you know, plugged in, dedication, that's what it's all about. Understanding the platform day to day and helping people as much as we can. Okay, I've had quite a lot of DMs, direct messages, asking for individual tuition on various aspects regarding Dalversal, hyper community, etc. And I'm going to be blunt, guys. I've put my foot down and said no, right? That's not to be tough or anything like that. But I'll tell you the reason why. I can spend an hour talking to one member, okay, and explaining it A to Z, step by step, beginner's guide, right through to understanding it fully, and I can help that one member, great, no problem. But we'll probably have 30 or 40 other members that can't take that advice or can't get the benefits of that education because they're not in that call. Okay, so I've been asking members to come along to the training call. Far better, because we all learn together. Now, we'll cover various aspects of hypercommunity, Dalversal, the DAO-T token, things like that today, you know, where we all learn together. That's a far better way of doing it. Even though you might not think you need to know about certain aspects, it's surprising what we can learn as a group, okay? Don't you agree, Leon?
Yes, I do agree. Because you don't know what you need until you get in the environment, and then you pick up things outside that you were thinking about. You know what I mean? So it helps you get out the box to get more information than you even thought you need. And that's the purpose of this environment, for you to do that.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Okay, it's 6 minutes past 8. So what I'm going to do, Leon, I'm going to start the call. I'm going to get on with the call, and Buddykins, bless her, you okay at that side? Everything going okay? Yeah. Okay, everything's going. I'm getting the thumbs up from the other side of the room, so everything should be absolutely fine, guys, for me to get on with the call. So, okay, guys, good evening and welcome to the Bureau HQ Sunday evening training. It's 17th of March 2024, and I welcome you all to this call. You've got General Kev Barefoot here. You've got Epic Coach Leon, who's co-hosting with me, and we've got Private Buddykins in the background doing the moderating in various platforms. We have got Telegram, Discord, and YouTube, where people can communicate with us. So what do I want to talk about this evening? I want to get some quite important things out the way before we go on to the actual training, okay? I want to put a warning out for members that are joining and using the Telegram groups, Telegram channels. We've had a number of cloned accounts, okay? Now, many members won't actually know what they are. They might not have come across this yet. but it's something that every member needs to be aware of, whether you understand it or not. Okay. Now, a cloned account is a mirror of somebody making out that they're somebody else. Okay. So everybody seems to know General Kev and Coach Leon and Private Deborah, sorry, Sergeant Deborah, and so forth. But if you received a direct message from that member, you'd probably think, oh, well, yes, I'll reply to them. Now, a cloned account is a mirror account that looks exactly the same as that member. Okay. Now, it's becoming a bit of a problem again. We did get on top of this in the groups that we moderate, the ones that we created within the Bureau and the ones that we admin and moderate, they seem to be reasonably okay. But unfortunately, we don't control all the Telegram groups, okay? So we don't have the power in order to fully control them, if you know what I mean. So some of those groups may be a little bit lax on their security side of things, if you like. So what I'm going to say, guys, this is how we conquer it. And Leon's there. Leon will vouch for this. It does take a lot of hard work, not from us, from you guys. Okay. And there's one easy way to not get caught up with this clone problem. And that is, and you might not like this, guys, please do not get roped into direct messaging within Telegram. Okay. Now, I know there's a lot of members that don't agree with that and they think, oh, well, we want a private conversation with blah, blah. That's fine, no problem. But we're telling you that there is a problem. You've got to take this serious, guys, because they'll start off, and like I say, I'll tell you what they'll do. They'll start off with a simple question of, oh, how are you today? You was okay the other day, or you had a cough or something. You feeling any better? How's the weather today? Something simple. And then it'll go on to something like, I've got a problem with MetaMask. And they'll try and talk you into connecting MetaMask up to their wallets and such forth. And before you know it, and I do know, and I'm not going to mention who, but I do know members that work or have worked with the Bureau in the past that have had problems with this very issue themselves. Okay. So nobody's immune to being caught out by cloners. Okay, there is only one result on how to not get caught out by them, and that's don't DM members. Now, somebody might have seen me earlier in the group say to somebody, yes, show me that picture of your back office, because they was having a problem with a transaction, and they said, can I DM you this image? I said, yes, send me the picture, but I won't reply to it in that DM. I will come back to the public group and I'll answer to it there. Now, that's me just being overcautious maybe, but at least that guy knows that I'm not going to be a cloned account, because I've no fear in talking in a public group. Do you see where I'm coming from? These things you've got to take serious, guys, right? The Bureau HQ, we're not only here to do training sessions, we're here to try and help you stay safe and secure while you're using the crypto space, the eco space, and that includes MetaMask and Dalversal and so forth. So do you want to add anything to that, Leon, before we move on?
You did awesome there. You did awesome. You just got to take it seriously. You know what I mean? And keep your P's and Q's in place, because you definitely need to keep your eyes on that, you know, and learn what's real and what's not real. Because we live in an environment, a lot of things could be falsified. So that's why we need to make sure the double spending and those things is definitely on point. So what you're saying is very important, to be very, it's a very serious matter, so you don't get roped into anything. You know
That's right, yeah. And by all means, if you're not quite sure, come into the group where there's all the Bureau members and ask publicly. Don't ask one person. Don't DM that one person. Ask publicly, and then we can all share and we can all talk to you. We don't want any members putting their safety and security at risk when it's so easy to talk to us in the groups. Okay.
And you get a chance also. Guys. You get a chance also to have more people to respond to you, because sometimes you're talking to Kevin, he's busy doing something else, somebody's going to help you. so that way you get more help. Go ahead, Kevin. Sorry.
Exactly. Are you okay letting them people in the room? Okay. Okay, guys, before I go on, I'm just going to read out a quick disclaimer regarding the information that we've got to share with you today. So at the Bureau HQ, we're all about empowering and guiding our community in the vast landscape of the metaverse. However, it's crucial to note that we do not provide financial advice. Our mission is centered around education, community building and support, but any information shared is for informational purposes only. We encourage our members to conduct thorough research and seek advice from qualified financial professionals when making investment decisions. The metaverse is an exciting and dynamic space, and while we aim to facilitate understanding, the responsibility for financial decisions ultimately rests with each individual. Your journey in the metaverse is uniquely yours, and we're here to provide resources and assistance without stepping into the realm of financial advisory. Okay, guys? So I just wanted to, make sure that you guys understand that we're not financial advisors, but we are here to show you the tools and the trade that, we can help you with. Okay? Okay, then, Leon. I got a question today and I got asked, is it worth my time attending training sessions? Now, this I found quite an amusing question, but I took the time because I'm out here in Gibraltar. I've got a lot more relaxation time to really think things through. Okay. Okay, Margaret, no problem with the camera. Okay. And I really thought this one through. Is it worth my time attending training sessions? Because don't forget, guys, we understand that people's time is valuable. Okay. I'm going to say yes. And I've got an analogy here that might help you understand why. Okay. Take, for instance, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I like a little flutter on the Grand National or a horse racing session. We all like a little gamble now and then, whether it's a lottery or a horse racing, or I don't know what you have out there. It's greyhound racing, maybe, Leon, I don't know, but we all like a little bet on something, don't we? Now you can go to the bookies and you can place your bet, and you don't know really what you're betting on, but you'll look at a horse or a dog or something like that and think, I like the look of that one, but in reality, do you really know what you're betting on? You don't. Okay. Now, the analogy is this. Would you go to the bookies and place a bet? Because you don't want to just ask anyone for their opinion, do you? If I was to place a bet on a horse for a horse race, I'd want to know about the horse's history. I would want to know who's trained that horse and has the training been effective? And which course is that horse racing on? Because let's face it, some horses race better on drier, softer territory than hard and wet territory or soft, muddy territory. Do you know what I mean? So there's all them different factors to take into consideration. And what I want to get you guys to understand is the same happens in the crypto space. There's differences of opinion. There's differences on platforms, there's different tokens that do different things. So when it comes to, is it worth my time attending training sessions, I would turn the question back on you and say, what is it that you want to learn? Because ultimately, you're not me and I'm not you. But what we can do is help you to understand what it is that you would like to do, in order to get the best out of the experience that you are involved in. Okay. So regarding that, yes, you've got to look at and understand that there's many perimeters within the ecosystem that we're working with. Now, what does that mean within this ecosystem that we're in with Dalversal? Well, take, for instance, your planets, your plots, your land plots, and DAO-T, for instance. There you've got 3 opportunities. Okay. Okay, you maybe can't buy planets now, but they were available for sale. somebody might buy, I think Leon bought 6, did you, Leon, or was it 8? 6? Yeah.
6, yes.
Leon saw the opportunity and he purchased 6 at the time. So he's got his perimeter, he's looking and thinking different to the way I am. He's got a different approach to the way he wants to use his account. Now he can come to the training and learn more about planets than he can Dow-T if that's the way he wants to learn and operate his Dalversal. Again, guys, I would say yes, it would be worth him coming to the training sessions because he will learn all those aspects of Dalversal. Okay, so when you look at land plots and Dow-T, you've got exactly the same opportunities. You can look at land plots and you can get a 3x return on a bronze, iron, or above. Okay, it's completely different when you look at the Dow-T token. Okay, so you could say, okay, then we're in this pre-sale period of 1 month. What do I want to do? Do I want to put my assets on more land because I've got that availability within my rewards account, or do I want to purchase a Dow-T? So again, guys, I'm not answering your questions, but it's great to come to the training sessions in order to find those answers for yourself. Okay, so with that, I'll move on into the training session. I just wanted to put that in so that people understand a little bit more of why they're here. Then I did a podcast on Friday called Monkey Say, Monkey Do. And we want that to be the end of it. We don't want any more monkey say, monkey do, because we don't want followers. We want people to take that empowerment, that self-empowerment, and understand what it is they want to do within this ecosystem, get the information from Leon and myself and Deborah and Buddykins, and take that information and get the best out of it for themselves. Again, Leon, I think that's the best way of putting it across. Yeah.
Yep. That's a good way to put it, because the trainer did the idea, persistence in getting information allows you as an individual to increase your faith. Because the more you learn about something, is the more faith you have in that task. Just like you said in betting. If you bet in the right thing, the more you understand about this process, is a better chance and a better process of return you're going to get. And just go in and say, okay, let me just put it there. If you're entertaining yourself, sure. But when you're talking about your financial future, you want to make sure you have enough information before you act. And that's the best way to go.
Absolutely. Thank you. Okay, guys. So we're going to cover a variety of things tonight, including the TFA, buying, collecting, charging, how to speed up your TFA, land plot purchases, Dow-T, bit of MetaMask maybe. So stay plugged in. Okay. Hope you're ready for this. I'm just trying to get my piece of paper from folding up. Just bear with us, guys. Right. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to cover those initial people because don't forget, guys, we're going through a very, very volatile, time of Dalversal at the moment, where a lot of people seem a little bit confused and lost in space, so to speak. And what I want to do is bring them people back down to earth and say, look, there's no problems, guys. Yeah. The only problem is a lack of understanding. That's all. Okay. So I'm going to address the members that have literally jumped on board at the last minute because there's many of them. Okay, so the first thing that we want to get through is I'm not going to cover hyper community. That's for another training session. I'm going to cover from the TFA program. Okay, because that's the important thing that we need people to get on board with first. Okay, we'll cover that first. So I'm going to presume that members have moved their DC over from Hypercommunity to Dalversal. HPT is not available to move anymore. That can't be moved to Dalversal. They have removed that, haven't they, Leon? Yep, they've
Yes,
removed the wallet
they
address
removed
now,
that.
so that can't be done. That's the end of that. So DC over to Dalversal, this is where we start. So let me share my screen, guys, with you. Now then, let me make sure that I've got the right screen here. I think that's the one. Now, Sarah, can you see my galaxy roaming around? Okay, guys, so you'll recognize this as the galaxy with all our beautiful planets roaming around. Okay, so TFA, let's go for this. So where would you find your TFA? Because you've heard about it. Now, there's a reason I'm not jumping straight into the PDF, because members won't see that. Members will see their account. Okay. Yep, just 1 second. Let me just get rid of that one. That better. Okay, that gives a little bit more edge on the screen as well. Okay, so this is what members will see. Okay, they don't see the PDF slideshow that I'm going to go through in a minute. So that's your homepage for the galaxies and your planets. Now I'm going to show you where you would go to purchase your TFA. So initially, you need to make sure that your DC tokens have been transferred over from Hypercommunity. So you'd need to click on Assets. And then you would need to click on your deposit account and find those DC credits, which are there. Okay. So in there, I got 4491. Okay. Because obviously I've started using this account, purchasing TFA, etc. Okay. So you need to know that the balance that was in your Hypercommunity account has transferred over, it's migrated over and is ready to purchase your first TFA pack. Okay. So how do you go about that? You navigate across again in the assets folder here. You navigate across to your TFA subfolder there. Now ignore this top bar for now, guys. You need to roll down to your TFA package, okay? And you'll see 4 different packages: AP2K, AP5K, 50K, and 500K. Now, at this point, I could go through the slideshow, but again, I'm not going to do that, guys, because it confuses a lot of members. Members will see this, okay? So I can go through and say that every member has to start with one or the other of the AP2K or AP5K. They can't start with the 50 or the 500K. So let's take my assets now, deposit account. Let's pretend I haven't got a TFA pack. At the moment, I've got 4,491. So we've got to do a little bit of mental maths and say, well, how would I benefit? Which TFA pack would I benefit if that's all I've got there? Well, clearly I can't have a 5,000 at all anyway, okay, because I haven't got enough. So my opportunity is when it pops up with the internet, the 2K. Okay. Now the AP2K, you could then say, well, I'm only going to get 4,000 if I get that twice. Because don't forget, guys, members can have one AP2K, and when that reaches 100%, they can get it again. So that would cover my 4,000. But this is the great thing about it, guys. Purchasing the AP2K for 2,000 of those credits, those DC credits, actually gives you a total of reward of 3,000 DU over that time. So the value is 2,000. That's what you would purchase it for. But the total rewards would be 3,000. So a quick bit of mental maths again, that 4,400 and whatever it would be in my deposit account, I could turn that into a possible 6,000 DU. That's wonderful, guys. Okay, but don't forget you can only have one TFA pack at any given time until you reach the 100% charge rate of that pack. Okay. So let's subscribe. So you click on subscribe. I can't do it because I've already got one active, but you have to click on subscribe, put your PIN and I think your Google authentication code in. Again, that's for another tutorial, and away you go. You purchase your AP2K pack and it will appear at the bottom of that page under my TFA package. Okay. Now, in this account, you can clearly see that I've already purchased an AP5K, okay, which gives you a total reward of 7,500 DU, okay. Now, this gives a release rate of 0.15%, which is the TFA standard rate, okay? Excuse me. Now, this is an interesting account, guys, because I've actually gone above the 30% required in order to gain a withdrawal from it, because members are understanding. And let's face it, guys, every member's saying, when can I withdraw? It's all right purchasing this pack. Let's go back and see how we get to that withdrawal point, because this is what people want. I want to withdraw. How can I withdraw? Okay, well, let's hold it there, go back and find out what process we have to do in order to get to that withdrawal process. Okay, let me just show you quickly the point that you have to get to. You have to reach 30% to activate the withdrawal, which is that red line there. And that equates 1,500 DP tokens. Okay, so you have to reach that. Now, what I'm going to do, can I do it on this account? Yeah, I can. I haven't collected my daily rewards on this. So you purchase your TFA pack, okay? It will not activate immediately. I think it's T+1 day. So after 24, 48 hours, you log in, there's nothing there. There's no charge now, look. If you click charge now, it says balance insufficient. Don't worry, guys, I'll show you how this happens. You log in, you go to My Rewards, et voila, there we go. The Collect Now button is active. Now, in this one, I'm going to show you a smaller account in a minute. It's my son's account, and it's a little bit easier to understand. You've got generative rewards in this account, which are built up from a downline, and you've got DU points, which goes towards your TFA pack. But for this example, I'm just going to show you how to collect and charge, okay? So from my daily rewards, I can collect, just click that button there, and it goes to 0, okay? Now what? Now what do we do? Now we can go across to the TFA page, and up pops the pop-up screen saying that there's an account balance of 20.6352 DP units. I'm going to have to move my bar to the top of the screen in order to click that. Okay, now I'm not going to go through the intricate details of how this is done. I'll do that on the other account. But this one, you've got an account balance to charge your pack. So you literally just click charge now and put in your transaction password and click OK. And that's 6 digits, that's 6 numbers that you create in your account. Okay, click OK, and that will add on to your daily charging rate. Okay, so that 20 that you saw there that I added to it from a new pack adds up to that 1,500 to reach that withdrawal rate. You get it? Let me show you in my son's account. It's a smaller account and it could be easier to see. Now, Sarah, can you see that, or do I have to share another screen? Can you see my lens? No, I need to share another screen, I think, don't I? Okay, just bear with us, guys. Let me just share that other screen. I think it's that one. Okay. So again, on my son's account, he's not collected. So let's go through that process again. So on this account, in fact, I'm going to go through this step by step because basics of TFA. Let me show you what TFA pack he's got. He's got the AP2K. Now, there was not a lot on this one in the DC. Okay, so he got a 2K pack. Okay, with a 3K return there. Now you can clearly see here that his charge rate has not reached the withdrawal period yet. So this is what he's looking at. He needs to reach that red line of 30% there in order to start his withdrawal process. Okay. Now the total charged at the moment is 288.8743. So he needs to keep collecting and charging, which adds that up until he gets to that 30% milestone. Okay. So let's go to his rewards. Now he's got no generative rewards because he's got no downline activity, but there are some DU points here. Okay, so I'm going to collect them and show you how his DU points are built up. So they're collected. Again, go to the TFA and charge the pack. Now, don't forget, guys, you've got, let's move that up the top there. You've only got 24 hours between collecting and charging those TFA points, those DP points, okay? So click charge now straight away. Put his transaction password in, and that's charged his pack. Now, when you go back to here, 291, can you see? It's gone up 3, which is the 3 towards that amount that he needs to reach that 30%. Okay, so that shows you that when he collects and charges, it adds on to the total charged amount in order to reach that 30% milestone, where we can then start withdrawing assets. Okay, so we can look at that and say, well, okay, that seems a bit slow. How can we speed things up a bit? Because 3 a day is not a great deal. So what can we do? I don't want to put a lot of funds in myself, but is there any possibility that we can speed this up? Here we go, guys. Let's have a look at what the possibilities are. This bar is annoying. It's in my way again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through what he's done. Here's, just a minute, guys. I'm just trying to put this bar somewhere where it's not in my way. What he's done, he's bought 1 stone and 1 bronze land plot. Okay. Now, as you can see, these have been active for quite some time. Okay. But it doesn't matter. Now, what he did here, he purchased the TFA and he thought, right, okay, then for my feedback, because if I'm taking something from Dalversal, what can I give? What can I do to show my activity and my input as a member to Dalversal? I'll buy a stone plot. I'll buy a bronze plot as well. So he put a minimum 10 on that to start with. And he put, I don't know what he started with that, but it certainly wasn't 2, 3. What he started doing was, as he was getting his daily rewards, he was adding on. He was using this add-on feature in order to build those 2 plots up. Okay, but then the Dow T came along, and I'll talk to you about that in a few minutes. Okay, let's go through how he decided that that would be a good idea to speed his TFA up. So what I can show you here, guys, let me move this up the top now that I've finished that bottom bit. We want to be on today's rewards, which is the 17th of March there. Look. Okay, so you can clearly see that what he did, he bought a stone plot and a bronze plot, and he's got his TFA. So his TFA is the top one here, TFA daily rewards. He actually receives 3 DP points for having that TFA. Okay, he gets them every day. So that's what adds up to that charging rate. And that will take 200 days if he did nothing else. Okay. Now, at the bottom here, these 2 at the bottom here, he decided to buy a stone plot and a bronze plot. Okay, so you can see here that the DU credits that he's received are for his stone plot activity. He's actually receiving, as a daily reward from that stone plot, is receiving a little over 11 cents a day. Okay, that's every day. So he collected that. Let me show you. If I click view, if it shows up, Is the network working? Yeah, there we go. Is that showing up? Okay, so that gives a record of where that daily reward came from. It came from Oasis Memories, coordinate 420. His land rank, the land rank was Stone Age plot. The staking amount was 19 DU and the rate was 0.6 daily return. Okay, and that has been collected. So that proves that that's his stone daily reward. But you may be thinking, well, but how does that help his TFA? Well, if you look up here, guys, at that figure there, that is actually 10% of that figure there. So now you can learn that 10% of your daily amount, say for instance, if you bought, because at the moment, I think you can buy 4 stone plots altogether. So you can diversify this. If you want to really speed it up, for that member that messaged me earlier on, said, look, I don't mind putting funds in, but where do I put them? How can I speed this up? So this is the idea. If you put stone plots in, say if you bought 4 stone plots and put 100 DU on all of them, 10% of those daily rewards would be counted against your release rate of your TFA. Okay, so 10% of your just over 11 cents there is going towards your release rate. And exactly the same there, look, for your RC daily rewards, which obviously is brought about by your bronze plot activity. And just to prove this, when the network catches up, Nova Starfall Bronze Age planet plot at 0.4% because it's at day 90 something, I think it was. So it's at the lowest rate. When you first start, it's at a higher rate, 1.5%. But it's at the lower rate now, but it's still paying out until the whole 3x is paid. Okay. So clearly, guys, you can see from that the 2 daily rewards that you receive, and between the two, that would be 80, 90, about $1, roughly 1 DU. Add that on top of your DP that they give, and your 10% there. That's going to help your TFA release rate, speed up to get to that 30% withdrawal period. Okay, milestone, sorry. So that's your stone and your bronze. Now let me show you the I'll have to stop sharing again, guys. I will then have to share back the not that one. I think it's that one. Okay. Okay, just bear with us, guys. I'm just going to my Doughty. Does that show me Doughty? It does something. I'm on the right page then. Okay. Lost my thread of where I was going to go now. Okay, that's right. I've gone on the wrong page. Sorry about this, guys. Just minimize that. Go back to stop sharing, share screen. Okay, there we go. And we should have Doughty page pop up. Yeah, that's it. Okay, guys. So I did say that we was going to approach the Doughty because there is a withdrawal delay at the moment, which everybody seems to know about and is quite frustrated about it. We will talk about that in the FAQ session. But what this little fella decided to do was a fantastic option. Because as I explained before, what he was doing with his daily reward, he was actually purchasing add-ons to his stone and bronze plot. Okay, so his bronze plot and his stone plot, he was using the add-on feature. But when he heard about this Doughty pre-sale month opportunity, we thought, hang on a minute, if you can't withdraw or do that, why don't you look at purchasing some Dow tea at the pre-sale price of 2DU. Okay, so what we did, we had a look at this and we decided, yeah, that's probably a good option, which is quite possible. Out of your daily rewards, as it adds up, you can purchase Dow tea tokens. Okay, so we clicked on subscription and accepted it. And he took a look and he purchased some Dow tea. So what I'm going to do with you guys, I'm going to show you how to go about this, because some members thought you could only make one purchase and that was it. No, you can make as many purchases as you like. Okay. So let's go have a look at what he's got in his rewards. Now, your investment account there, that's your deposit account. So we won't have enough in there. Your bonus account is your rewards account. Okay. So in his RC, he's got 3.12. In his DU, he's got 0.95. So I wonder whether we can add these together. I don't think there would be enough. 9. Yeah, let me try this. This could be another good demonstration. Let me have a look if I can add these two together. Let's just show you what we're going to do. We've got 3.1220 and 0.9564. So if I exchanged all those RC for DU and add them together, we might just be able to have at least 4 DU, which I could buy 2 Dow tea with that. So let's give that a go. Let's transfer all the RC from the rewards account to the exchange. Click all and confirm. Successful. Go to the exchange and let's swap them for DU. So you need to type in there 3.122. There will be a small gas fee, and if this isn't quite enough, it will be because of the gas fee. So you have to sell. Oh, it's a very cheap gas fee. So yes, I bet you we will be able to do that. So put your PIN in. The swap is successful. Now, at this point, you need to go to your exchange wallet to transfer them back to your rewards account. Okay, so it's made the exchange. Transfer them from the exchange account right back to your rewards account. Click all and confirm. Now you need to go back to your rewards account. Brilliant. There's 4 DU there. Now, this is what you can do. You can look at the Dow tea account and say, well, 4 DU will purchase me 2 more Dow tea to add to the subscribed quantity down here of 13. Okay. I'll go through the wallet address with you guys in a minute as well. So how do you add this to it? I've got 13 there and I've got enough DU to purchase 2 more. All you have to do, guys, is click on subscription. Now, they're not in RC. Don't forget, we exchanged them all for DU out your bonus account. So drop that down to DU. There you go, look. Now, you don't want to buy all that 4.07. So just put a number 4 in there. And it says there, estimated number of Dow teas to be obtained, 2 Dow tea. Click OK. Pin in your transaction password. Click OK. Et voila. And there you go, guys. 13 turns into 15 Dow tea. And he's done that simply by, go back to assets, simply by his daily rewards from 1 stone plot, 1 bronze plot, and a 2K TFA. Now look at the bonuses that he is accumulating over time just from those very minimal investments in his portfolio, if you like. He decided to put a $10 stone plot, a $101 bronze plot, and that's all he's put in. But what he's doing is building them up, building them up, building them up. Then he's took advantage of the DAO-T pre-sale. And we all know what that means. We can buy them at 2 DU. They hit the market at 3 DU. And if we're lucky and if we're, if we make the decision for ourselves to keep it in there and accumulate, who knows what they will grow into. So what this guy's doing with his account is phenomenal compared to what he put into it. It really does open the doors for him without putting too much of his own risk into it. Do you know what I mean? Now, MetaMask, let me just have a look and see if I can share my screen and have that on as well. This is the end. We're coming to the end of the training, guys, so don't worry, we'll be with you very shortly. Don't in the portion of the screen. Basic. I think that's the one. Okay, let me take you to this one. Okay, can you see me MetaMask pop up? Yeah. Okay. So I'm presuming you've got the MetaMask app operational, installed, account set up. If not, Private Buddykins, in the FAQ session, when we've done this, we'll be posting the tutorial for the beginner's guide for MetaMask. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to log in and show you exactly how to set up your MetaMask wallet for DAO-T. And I want to explain what this is all about, because a lot of people have got confused about this and saying, well, I bought DAO-T on Dalversal, but there's nothing in MetaMask. There won't be yet, guys. There won't be. Now, just bear with me a second while I bring on board the presentation, which should show you there, the contract address. Now, to set up your MetaMask, guys, you need a MetaMask account. Let me go back to here, getting all these channels mixed up. Here we are. Right, you need to be on the Ethereum network, the Ethereum mainnet. When you set up MetaMask, that's the default network, is the Ethereum mainnet. So you don't really have to worry about that, okay? What you need to do is find the coin DAO-T. Now that's really easy to do, guys, yeah? You only need one piece of information and then you just need to follow a tutorial, of which I've done one on YouTube. We'll share that with you in the FAQ session as well. But just briefly, I'm going to copy that contract address here, which is the one from Dalversal, look, okay? That's your contract address that enables you to find that DAO-T token in your MetaMask. Okay, now I've done it automatically. Let me hide it. Yeah. Okay, I've hidden it. So let's pretend I haven't got it. Look, I haven't got it. So how do I do it? Don't forget, I've copied the contract address. So the easiest way of doing it is click on Import Tokens, Custom Token. Token contract address is where you paste that from Dalversal, and automatically it fills in DAO-T, the token symbol. So straight away, MetaMask has automatically identified that contract address as a DAO-T token. You click on Next. Yes, that's right. Would you like to import this token? You click on Import, and there you go, guys. It's there in all its glory, look, ready and waiting. Okay. Token imported, you've successfully imported DAO-T. Okay. So we've put it in MetaMask. Now what? Now, this is what you need to do, guys. Your DAO-T Ethereum network, indicated by that little diamond there, and at the top here, look, Ethereum network. You need this wallet address here. Okay. You need to copy that, click it, and it says copied. And then you need to come back to here. Now, this isn't going to work because I haven't got DAO-T on this channel. So let me change to this one to give you the... Now, this is my lad's token address, so I'm not going to overwrite it, obviously. But when that's empty, when you first click on subscription, you will be asked for that. My tutorial goes through this, yeah? But if at any time in this first month you want to change it for a new one, all you have to do is click Edit, paste your Ethereum wallet address in there and click OK. I'm not going to do it because my lad will kill me. Yeah, I'm going to keep his wallet address in there. Yeah, but that's as simple as that. And click OK. So again, I haven't covered why we do that. As you can see, my lad's got 15 DAO-T in there, and he's got his wallet address there. So why would he need the MetaMask? Why would he need that? Well, I'll tell you what happens, guys. When this month is over, okay, and then they decide on what the vesting period is, they have said it'll be over 2 years or 24 months, yeah? They need to split it, and I would imagine it'll be of equal parts every month, but that's not official. Don't take that as gospel, okay? This is an example. If it was exactly the same amount over 24 months, it would work out at, I think it was 4.167% every month. Okay. So 4.167% of how many DAO-Ts you've purchased will be placed in your wallet address every month. Get it? The functionality will keep it in DAOversal, but every month it will receive that same amount into your MetaMask. From your MetaMask, you can do what you like with them. You can store them. I could put them on my Trezor. I've got a Trezor cold wallet attached to my MetaMask. You could trade them. You could sell them for USDT, I guess. Anything you like. Because once they're on MetaMask, they're your property. They are yours in DAOversal, but they're within this vesting period of 24 months. Okay, so hopefully that's given you an insight into how the MetaMask integrates with DAOversal. You won't see anything in there, guys, until they release them monthly. Okay, so let's have a quick look at how the DAO-T's doing before we come back, and that will be the end of the training session. So currently we're on the 17th of March, and they've currently sold 43.4832%, so 43% of the allocated amount of DAO-T, which was 1.5 million. Okay, so it's doing very well, guys, very well. So let me stop sharing my screen and come back into the room. And is Leon just...
Hey, good job, good job.
One thing I've missed, Leon, you might want to cover it for me, mate. The new Zendesk.
Okay, yeah, the new Zendesk is active and running, which is good. In Telegram, the link is in there from DAOversal saying that it's up and running. So the team is coming together and getting response back from them, which is good.
Excellent. What I will say is as well that on the website, the link to customer service is at the bottom of the page. Okay. When you go to your account and look for it, the help and the customer service, it's not been updated yet, guys. I have put a request in. Hopefully they'll do that, because in my opinion, I think that's where a lot of people would look for technical support. But don't forget, guys, Telegram, even if you can't find it, don't worry, just ask us for it and somebody will point you in the right direction. So yeah, Leon, thank you for that. We've got Zendesk up and running. I think it's Chase and James, the two guys that are running that.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I haven't looked, but as far as I know, it's working very well. People are getting good response from it. So great Great job, guys. Well done. So, okay, Leon, I think we covered quite a lot of ground there. And like I say, it's a lot of information for members to take on board. And I'm sure you'll agree with me. We're open for any questions. So
Yes.
if anybody wants to ask any questions regarding what we've talked about, or any questions regarding Dalverse or MetaMask, anything like that, fire away, guys. Just have a quick look through the chat box. Have we had anything in yet? It's been very quiet. General Kev must have had them on the edge of their seat. Okay, yeah, there's some really important links there that Sarah's shared with you guys. It's a good idea. Do you know what I do, Leon? I have a folder at the top of my browser, and links like this I save into that one folder, so it's easy to get back to them. So yeah, guys, how many we got in 23? Anybody got any questions regarding any aspect, anything at all? General tech support. Have you had anything in, Leon? That okay, we've got Mike. Hi, General. What is the update on withdrawals? Okay, that's a great question. That's a great question. Now, the General's to the point. Okay, the point is withdrawals are delayed, and they're going to continue to be delayed until they get the network sorted out. Leon, 100% correct, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah, you're there. The one the goal is, Kevin. One the goal is within a month time we'll be using the DAO-T to be a withdrawal factor. So inside the day, what they're still trying to do the stuff to get things out to whoever put in the request for that so far. But mostly the activity is towards getting the platform ready for the DAO-T token, so you get automatic withdrawal. So when you subscribe and so forth, you'll see that in the back office. I mean, like for me, I saw in the back office, like when you go to exchange, and if a couple seconds there, you could see DAO-T as sell or buy DAO-T.
You caught them. You sneaked up and you caught them, didn't you? Testing the system out.
Yeah, you could. This is right. There's like, wow. Okay, go ahead, guys. Yeah, we're doing that.
It's quite an exciting thing to see, because that's 100% proof that they are working on the system as we speak. Yeah.
Yep.
And Leon sent that to our group, and I was like, excellent. That's just what we want to see, because that cements our belief in what they're saying. Because when you see that, you know full well they're doing what they're saying. Yeah. Now, one thing I'll add before I come to Ian, who's got his hand raised, one thing I'll add is, look at the two opportunities, guys. One is we can get frustrated because our withdrawals aren't coming faster, or we can sit back and relax with the understanding that when those withdrawals start happening, they're going to be super speedy fast. Super speedy fast. Now, how do I know that? Because we plugged into, I think it was the Italian leaders that did a Zoom call a couple of days ago, and the information that come from that call was phenomenal, guys, direct from Jonah. And he explained what they're hoping to do, or what the direction that they're heading is, to get it on the network, on the blockchain, so that you're looking at instant withdrawals. Guys, you tell me one member that doesn't want an instant withdrawal. And I've often said this, yeah, I don't mind waiting a day or two, but if I could have it instant, mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. This is true decentralization, guys. When you can do something, when you can achieve something like that on a platform like Dalversal, you're miles ahead of most other platforms. Absolutely. So I'm comfortably relaxed, sitting back and just waiting for Dalversal to get that job done. The less, and I don't like saying this, guys, but I just say it as a fact, the less withdrawals we put in, the faster that will come, the faster the result will come. Because otherwise, all we're going to do is add to the bottleneck of withdrawals. That's right, Leon, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because the filtering water is already in there, and people are getting it, you know, but it's taking time for them to get it, but it's still coming out.
We
So the bottom
understand.
line is not it's not a liquidity challenge, is a labor challenge right now. Is the amount of team
Exactly.
and some of the setup that we ourselves create. We have about 200,000 plus people on the platform, and we have also was creating withdrawals just to be buy back. And when you do that, it was also increasing the load. It's not like I withdrawing to buy something outside of divorce, but I was withdrawing and putting it to the other side, which is part of my teaching too, was telling individuals to do that. They understand I was creating that also by creating the load of processing process in the whole situation. So not liquidity that we worry about. It's just the fact that we get a lot of load that creates it. Good.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Leon. Okay, let's go to Ian. Ask Ian to unmute.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Ian. How are you doing, mate?
All good. How are you?
Absolutely wonderful out here, mate. Loving it.
Yeah, I agree exactly what you said just there about withdrawals and stuff like that. I mean, the thing is, the platform's so new, isn't it? Was it 6 months, 7 years? We're the foundations of the thing. Do you know what I mean? So we're dealing with all the crap. In 2 years' time, when people, if it gets successful and people get on board, they won't go through what we're going through at the moment. We are the foundation. We're starting this thing up.
We're the pioneers.
Yeah. So I agree exactly everything what you just said there. Question about the generative rewards.
Yeah.
I've only got a couple of downlines. I've bought state lands and stuff like I'm in the process of purchasing some DLT as well. But I do want to speed up my TFA a little bit more. Like I know it starts from bronze lands. How does that work? Like, say for instance, they buy a bronze land each. So how does that reward me? What do I get as a reward for as their my downline? Is there like a chart or anything like that to tell me what I could potentially get from? Because I'd like to kind of see that.
Go ahead, Leon. Do you want to
Okay.
answer this one?
Based on to get the gentle reward, first you have to yourself have to be active. Start from bronze and above. Makes you
I am
active.
active. Yeah, I got
So if
some.
you're active, that's the first step. And if somebody in downline is active by having a bronze and above, they're your tier one. Being part of your tier one, that right away give you 20% of their daily reward comes to you. Not from their money, not from their stuff, but you get rewarded 20% of it. Say they get $10, you get $2. No, 20%, you get $2. You're gonna come to you for their activity. If they have somebody in their network, then you get 15% of that. So and then for export, you get 3 deep as you do that.
Okay,
there is documentation for it.
Okay, so say that one of my downloads stakes 300 on a bronze land. What do I get on that? What?
300, you get 20% of the daily, which is 17 something, right? I get the exact number on me right now, but you get the daily from that. You have the chart, Kevin? By any chance?
You want me to share my screen, Leon?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, that would work.
It's my brothers, you see. So basically, I've got a brother as my download, and then I've got another brother underneath him, and I've got someone else underneath him. So we're all trying to help each other out to kind of speed up our TFA. So, oh, you've got it there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ian, are you all right if I take it, Leon?
Yeah, go ahead. Because you got your controllers over there. Go ahead.
Okay, Ian. You're looking at bronze land, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, bronze, iron, industrial, or electric all fall under this release rate. Okay, so when you buy your bronze land, once it starts giving you your daily rewards, your first day is classed as day one, and you get a daily release rate of 1.5% for them 10 days. Okay.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, and that is exactly the same for your downline tier 1, 2, and 3, and so forth. Okay.
Right.
Now
Okay.
this is regarding you and what you would receive from them. So don't forget, you would receive that for yours, your
Yeah.
bronze planet, your bronze plot. Now what I'm going to do is go down. What rank are you, sir? What rank?
I'm novice. I'm completely novice because I've just got downloads. They're just doing their TFA at the moment.
Okay, so you haven't bought a bronze yet, then?
Oh, sorry, I've bought a bronze. I've got a number of I've staked
So
a number.
therefore,
I've staked a number for myself. So
But
I'm
if you've
completely passive at the moment. My downlines are just doing TFA packages at the moment. They haven't bought no lands or anything like that. So what I'm trying to say is, if they do decide to start staking lands, how does that work?
Okay, can I ask, have you bought a bronze plot? Yeah.
I've got about 10 of them
Okay,
myself.
so they're giving you RC tokens every day, yeah?
That's correct. Yes,
Okay, have you got anyone registered under you in your tier 1?
I do. Yeah, but
Then
they've
you
not
can.
bought any. They haven't staked any lands yet.
Ah, right. They haven't staked any land yet. Is that
No,
why
this
he's
is
not
what we're
noticed?
talking about. Me and my brothers are like talking sort of thing. So I'm just trying to talk them into getting the bronze land to benefit myself, and then we'll work
Yeah,
it. You see what I mean? We're
yeah,
just trying to work
yeah.
something out here.
Okay. So your downline would have to buy a bronze and receive RC tokens as well to
Yes,
activate your generative rewards, yeah?
that's correct. Yes.
That's shown here. To achieve the desired rank, the user must have an active downline count. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Now, here we are. We're getting to it. Here we are. Downline tier. So your first tier. So was it your brother on your tier 1? Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And then
His
and then
daily reward. Sorry.
yeah. So yeah. So one of my brothers is underneath me.
Yeah.
Then I've got one of my other brothers is underneath him, and
Yeah.
then another brother is underneath that other
Yeah.
brother. So we've kind of done it in a chain sort of thing.
No, that's fine. So you've got tiers 1, 2, and 3 underneath
That's
you.
correct. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So if they all got a bronze and they were actively receiving RC tokens, you would receive your own daily reward. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would then receive 20% of his daily reward, 15% of his daily reward, and 10% of his daily reward. All in that one day, you'd receive all that. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Does that make it understandable?
Yeah. So that would kind of speed up my TFA quite nicely, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Now
yep, correct.
your brother who is on your tier 1, he would have a tier 1 there and a tier 2 there. So his would be 20% there and 15% there. Do you get me?
That's correct. And then my other brother, who's got
Yeah.
one, he will just get the 20%. And then the one who's at the bottom, unfortunately,
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And that's how your team can actually how we operate is if the guy at the top's getting quite a lot, they can actually feed a little bit down to help them. Okay.
Well, that's the plan what I'm trying to do and trying to talk.
Yeah.
But my brothers, they're one of them ones who's just
Yeah.
they're like, well, we're just in it, but they don't want to participate, which is so frustrating.
Well, what I'm looking at doing is when the withdrawals open again, me as one of the top tiers, I want to be able to transfer some of my withdrawal down to the bottom tier in order to help them along. But don't forget that also helps us build as well.
That's correct. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So
So
although it's helping them,
it makes sense.
I want to
Yeah.
do is help them, but also I benefit out of it as well.
Exactly. And like I say, everybody's a winner then, and it helps the system because don't forget all this activity here will be activating the DAO-T token as well, giving it value. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'll have to work on them. If not, I'll have to kind of do something myself to kind of.
Okay. Sarah's just pointed out a really good thing that we've all not covered. Don't forget, once you've, in fact, let me show you in my account. We need to be on that one. And that one. Now, don't forget your generative rewards. Where are we here? This bar in Zoom, I detest it. It's always in the same, always in the way. Right.
Your mic off, Kevin.
Well, your market rewards doubles it for your TFA.
Oh, the market rewards doubles it.
Correct.
In here.
Wow.
Marcus reward is double your generative reward.
Right.
Yeah. I know what's wrong with your mic, Kevin, but you're muted or something over there.
No, I'm getting internet problems. Just
Okay.
bear with me.
Yeah, so that's what happened. Your generative rewards from the marketing program for Diversal is doubled for over to the other side. So it becomes twice. So let's speed up your TFA, and that's in building a network is the fastest way to speed up your TFA because it gives you get the multiplier.
Yeah.
And the way to get to, yes, okay, Kevin. Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys, I dropped out there twice. My internet cut off.
Yeah, so the thing is that also to get your brothers into thing, you got to increase their faith, and you increase their faith by they participate in the learning process. Because until that happens, they're not gonna do anything. You see what I'm saying? You leave all the work to you because you usually want to educate yourself and you increasing your faith. So you active more than them. As they increase their faith by learning, then they become more active. They're just Kevin showing you there the reward multiplier.
Okay, guys, that's what I was talking about. My internet dropped me out, guys. Sorry about that.
No problem.
I just wanted to point out that your market rewards multiplier for the 2K.
Oh, he's
dropped
gone
again. And 2K and 5K give you 2x.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's are you still there, mate?
Yeah, I could hear you now, Kevin.
Yeah, sure. That really messed my internet up. That sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so hopefully that's helped you now understand this generative rewards. A damn good question that, because let's face it, guys. Once you've got to that position of education of learning how the TFA works in a basic sense, everybody that I know says, "Can't we make this faster? Can we speed it up a bit?" You know, and Leon. Let's face facts, yeah. The best way to speed it up is generative rewards, isn't it?
Correct. That's the best way to do it. And that's return on information. You know, you have like when you subscribe to the land and so forth, that's return on an investment. That's you taking your money, putting in platforms, so forth. But as you educate others, that's return on educational. As you educate people, you get a return in generative reward, which speed up your TFA by giving you 2x. And that's faster than any other one you could do. Because with your personal stuff, you're getting 10%. With your with your team, you're getting 2x. So that's much more powerful.
Yeah.
Now, for those members that was listening at the beginning of this training session, this is what I was talking about the different perimeters that people use a different strategy. Okay, some people might not want to build a team, but that doesn't mean this platform's not for them. They could look into the land plot sales and getting 3x out of that, getting their 10% from a daily reward put onto the TFA. I tell you what, Diversal have really diversified all possibilities so that people have something at least something that they can use. And those that do a little bit of everything, you know, it just monopolizes the system. They get the best of both worlds, if you like.
Yeah.
So
because when you subscribe to the land, they're getting the 3x, which is one reward program, and then if they got the TFA package, which is 2 per year, so the one activity paying them in 2 different programs. See what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff going on if they really educate themselves, and there's nowhere else to get this kind of return on rewards and anything you're doing. You know, you put in the bank your pennies, so it's just more education in need. As they get more understanding, they're gonna do different.
Okay, Leon, we've got an interesting one there from Margaret Mo Matubali. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the name, but can one use any other Ethereum-based wallet except for MetaMask, or is it the MetaMask the preferred one, and why?
No, you could use any one as long as an Ethereum network. You could use it because as long as an Ethereum network, you put a token in, it's going to show up. It can show up in your wallet. So not so much the MetaMask, is the Ethereum platform is what does it. So when you put that contract in the Ethereum network, it's going to show up whichever wallet you use it. I use Token Pocket, and I put that in, it can show up in Token Pocket when it comes.
Okay, so Token Pocket's just as simple as MetaMask, is it? It's just your chosen
It's a
wallet.
hub. Yeah.
Okay. So hopefully that's helped answer that one. And how do we calculate each DAO token? That's right. Okay, that's a good one, isn't it? How do you calculate? Wow. Well, now, do they mean how does the value go up and how does it reduce over time? I mean, that's an open-ended question, really.
That's based on demand. That's based on demand. And the demand right now is like, and the DAO going to be for withdrawal. So therefore, you take your RC and DU and buy it. So if it's selling at $3, that means you take three of your RC and get 1 DAO. Because, and if you look at it this way, when you start the process, you put USDT in the platform, it gives you 1 DU. Now you take the 1 DU, you subscribe, you get 3 RC. Now you take the 3 RC, subscribe to DAO and get 1 DAO. So it come back into the process. So basically, you born the RC back in the DAO, and then you bind them back to the platform. So there's the next process occurring there. You can maintain the DAO to the platform now by using the platform, by using RC to get it. If that makes sense, Kevin. Like, you got that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I hope they have the way. And now the other process is every time somebody wants one, the more you hodl it, the more the price go up, just like Bitcoin. The more you keep it, and it said the value of it keep going up, because if somebody wants it and the only price is being sold for $5, then they'll pay $5 for it. If somebody wants it and nobody's selling it to reach $10, then they get $10. So it's based on what we do, what the price is going to be. So if you decide to sell it for $2 or $1, then somebody can buy it from you for $1. Because we want to sell it to somebody else to buy it from us. It's not something that's sit down there and a value thing. It's the person that's willing to sell, is with the person that's willing to buy it, going to get it at.
I think it's probably a good idea to cover what we was talking about on Friday as well, because this is all education. A member asked, and they thought it was quite negative actually, that their observation was that there's 2 markets that the DAO will be or is actually sold on at the moment for this pre-sale. There's the Asian market and there's the rest of the world on a different market. And they thought that was a bit of a scam. They thought, hey, what's going on here? There's a bit of monkey business going on. Well, actually, guys, it's not. Now, it turns out, what's our level? What did I say? 42 or 46, we've got 2%. Let me just have a quick look, guys. I want to get the correct.
43%, yeah.
Yeah, 43.5%, somewhere around there.
600,000. 600,000.
That's right. Okay, but the Asian market is speeding ahead. They've superseded 50%. They've gone over halfway of their allocated amount of DAO-T tokens already.
which is
And they say, well, what's going on here? You know, they're buying more than us. What's happening? Well, think about this, guys, because the way I see it, and I'll ask Leon as well, the way I see it is, if the Asian market are speeding ahead and buying all these tokens up, what does that mean for us? Yeah, okay, it means we're slower, but that brings value to the whole DAO-T token, which is actually helping us up. It's helping lift us up onto that first rung of the ladder. So I say thank you very much, Asian market. You're doing us the world of good by speeding ahead and buying those tokens up, because they're bringing value to it. It's like Leon said, the faster the sell, the more value it'll be bringing, because they become more valuable. There's less available. It's the availability that gives it value. So keep going, Asia. I'm on you. It's right though, isn't it, Leon? This is helping
Yeah,
us.
the thing is, in the pre-sale is divided between Asia, because Asia have a different part of the Avora platform that we have. We have the North American part of the platform, they have the Asian part of the platform. If you go in, you see China and you see stuff, they have a different platform. Their allocation is 3 million. Is 3 million, which is a lot more than us, but they're more, the mindset is more about saving and moving forward. They don't have much of the land and so forth in their country, so they understand the digital land is value. So digital real estate to them have more value than it has for us here. So we don't respect it like they respect it. So they're going after that digital real estate more than we are going after it, and they understand the value. Now, when the whole process launch in next month on the 15th, it's no half and half anymore, or they and us, because it's on the chain. It's on the Ethereum chain. So the whole globe is impacted by what every individual does with it. But if you one decided at this moment to sell it for $1, somebody buy from you for $1. If you decide that if nobody's selling it for up to $10, then nobody can buy it for below $10. So it's what we do with it, and it's all based on scarcity. The whole diverse system is based on scarcity. That mimics what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin is based on scarcity, and the whole platform is based on that. You get so much of land, we get so much of planets, see what I'm saying? And all those things are going to run out. And when it runs out, the only value you're going to do is the increase in price. It could be the value for it, because they're not going to make more of it. So therefore, everything goes up in price. Just like Bitcoin, it goes up in value based on the people ordering it and the people that's using it. As time go by, it will just keep going up as more demand for it comes into play. So the same thing happened with DAO-T and the token. And the catalyst will be right now is the fact that we use it to withdraw, we use it to buy planets, we use it to subscribe to the lands. All these things need to be useful. And if to use it, you got to buy it. The other thing that's happening also is that right now Diverse is private. After the token is launched, it can be public. So therefore, no longer in some factors where we need somebody to have a referral code to become part of the platform. They have to come in the platform without a referral code. But they have to use DAO-T to function in the platform. If they want to subscribe, they got to use DAO-T. If they want to, there's no way to start the RC process without having a DAO-T now when the public come into play. If you see that, see the Kevin? You notice that?
Leon, can I just ask, the public market, is it the 5th of April it goes public?
Yeah, 5th of April.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
April 5th, yeah. So
I'm trying to keep up with it this time while I'm out. I'm trying to keep up with the dates. What was the 15th then? What happens on the 15th?
The 15th is we go public. That's when the public will get on chain. So right now it's only in Diverse you get. If you're part of the Diverse network, you could have access to the DAO-T. The 15th, it could be on chain. It could be a certain exchange platform you could go and buy it in the exchange. No longer in Diversal. You could buy it on an exchange. You could buy it in Diversal and on an exchange. So far, we still choosing the exchange.
Okay. Do we know what exchanges yet? We don't do it.
Jonas said you have a few of them in his mind, but he wants to let the community choose. That would be the first vote, with the community to choose which one we're going to use. Out to the ones that I already get agreements with.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Have we got another chat message there, or is it right that all the lands we purchase will become blueprints for when we are in the metaverse? Fantastic question again, because again, I think it's 2 weeks ago we went through this, and I believe so. Because if you look in your back office, once your land plot has exhausted its 3x of what you staked on it, it's still in your possession. Okay, on that planet. And I do believe that is correct, where you will be able to purchase the blueprint in order to build on that plot. Am I right, Leon?
Yeah, right now the blueprint can be used with the RC. When you do the RC coin and you maintain the RC coin to that space, it's not just the piece of flat thing. It's that represent data. That NFT you have in your back office as the land you take represent data of proof of stake. This proof of stake data. The RC you was doing was linked to that, like the pigments of it is linked to that. So now they'll take the blueprint and combine it to the blueprint. So therefore you have proof of stake of anything that's built on top will track it. That's what the proof of stake is. So it's legit and it's going to be tracked to the platform.
And I would imagine in the metaverse side of it, in the visual side of it, that will be part of your building
my home. My home,
my home,
yep.
Exactly. Yeah, my home, my space, and so forth.
And your avatars, your furniture.
Absolutely.
All those things will be
So
part of
this is what we were saying, and Ian touched on this as well. We are at the very beginning of the creation of this whole, ecosystem. We're not even seeing it visually yet. It's all in the mind, and the creation is in the mind of what we're developing here. For those that can see it, we're in a very good position. A very good position.
Right now, we're like you build a mall, and we now putting on the cement on the ground, which is the RC token, because the RC token is we're gonna knit the building we can build to the surface of the platform. So that's what the RC coins are doing. So there's just the foundation. We still got to build the building. The building, when you do the blueprints, so does the building. And then we let stores come into the building, and that is when the money really starts making. Right now, it's just investors investing in what's going on to build the building, of course. But when you bring stores in, that's when the profits start sharing. And we have a lot of individuals is nervous about money coming in and money going out. Everything that's being paid out for the RC coin is based on allocated money for that RC coin. It's like you pay money to build the mall. The investors paying for that. That's why Diverser is the one that's paying right now for the RC coin. Because there's money that's allocated for it. It's not based on money coming in from somebody to give to somebody else. If you know, that's what I'm saying.
So maybe, we have these training sessions every week. So maybe what we can leave the viewers with this week, so we'll have to wrap up soon. We've been on, God, Leon, you can talk, mate. We've been on an hour and a half.
We're having fun, man. It's time for me having fun.
We're having super fun, mate. What we could maybe leave the viewers with this week is the idea that we've been blinkered for quite some time now within the metaverse realm, and now we can start to peel back those blinkers and start looking at a much wider perspective of what we're looking at with Dalversal and MySpace and My Home and the blueprints for the land plots, etc. And I'm going to ask Buddykins, where did you get that question from? Was it from you or? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Is there any questions from YouTube? No? Okay, fine. So yeah, great question. And yes, I think it's important that people start to look at the bigger picture as we move forward. Don't you agree, Leon?
Yeah, correct. Because the RC coin is just the foundation. That's not the process of your part, what's going on. That's just the foundation. So it's gonna be mind blowing as the other parts come together.
I think the wider our eyes go and the more understanding and the more education we get week after week, because let's face it, even though the basis of our training is the same every week, it actually evolves every week too. There's always something to add to it, you know, and I do believe that this week has been quite a valuable week for education. I hope the members that have turned up this week take quite a lot of this away with them, not only to help themselves, but to help their communities too. So, okay, guys, if you've got any more questions, we'll give it a couple of minutes. What we got here? How can you use the DU rewards you get every day to buy Dow tea? Oh, that's what I just demonstrated. Can I go? Yeah, I can go through it, but I can't actually do the process because I've already demonstrated. But basically, go into your Dow tea. Let me share the screen. It's easier. Where are we? I'll do it on that one. Here we are. Okay. So your rewards, if you've got your rewards, I've used it on this account, guys, so I can't really show you, but your rewards would normally be in your rewards account. Okay. And I recommend you look back over this training session. It is recorded on YouTube. So look over it again, because I've done this process A to Z, beginner's guide sort of style. And I transferred my RC tokens into DU so that when I went into Dow tea there and clicked on subscription, you can actually add them. You can actually add DU or RC no matter how many you've got and click to purchase. Just put your transaction code in and that adds to your subscribed quantity there at the bottom left. Okay, so like I say, guys, if you didn't quite catch that, get the recording. It's all recorded. We'll post the recording in the Telegram groups, Discord groups for everybody to catch up with if they did miss that. But I think I did a quite good job of doing that step by step to show everybody the perfect way. I mean, Leon, this is free. This is free tokens, isn't it? This is free tokens, you know, the daily reward. And I notice a lot of members on Telegram, while they're sat, and I don't like complaining, but I do understand them. They're complaining that the withdrawals are not working. They're missing an opportunity, mate.
Yep.
You know, I'm trying my best to say, okay, I understand you guys, but do you really need that withdrawal? And why don't you take advantage of the Dow tea pre-sale while you're waiting? Again, guys, that's not financial advice. It's just what I've been doing while, and like Leon knows Master and Epics, of which I think you're Epic, aren't you, Leon?
Yes, I'm Epic.
Yeah, Leon's Epic, I'm Master. And it's like, you know, there's nothing more we can do. We can't withdraw anyway. No. So why not take advantage of this fantastic opportunity?
Yeah.
And I don't have to ask Leon. Of course he's doing it. You know?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am using it to my best ability. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, it just makes sense. You know what I mean? The minute it launched, it's up $1.
Leon wrote the Dowversals dummy guide, didn't you, mate? No, honestly, guys, you know, it does, when you get to that point, it does become the obvious choice, you know. But like I say, not financial advice. We give you the tools, we show you how it's done, and we don't mind sharing our knowledge and expertise with you guys so that you can choose yourself which road to take. Okay. All right. No more questions, Leon. It's been a superb training session. I think we've done really well. Thank you, everybody, for turning up. It's much appreciated.